In this evening, we have received a news that those who are abducting Kenyans are the same people in the government. And according to the sources coming from social media platform is none other than Nurdin Haji, the close associate friend of President Ruto. This leaks details comes a day after the public service boss had declared that he wanted to resign after his son was abducted, then later released. Let's read what Muturi had exposed in UDA's administration. Note to the Law Society of Kenya, LSK. Dear Law Society of Kenya, I am writing to you to bring your attention a grave concern regarding the reported abduction of Lensile Muturi, the son of the Attorney General, Justin Muturi. But because of time, bear with me. I will read for you what have been said in this. I don't want to read it all. This is Article 28. Article 28 says that every person has inherent dignity and the right to have that dignity respected and protected, which I keep on telling you here. Abducting an individual in such a manner is a direct assault on their personal dignity, subjecting them to fear, humiliation, and potential harm. Right to fair administrative, that is Article 47. Pursuing legal action against those responsible for the abduction, seeking justice, Lensile Muturi, and ensuring that those involved are held accountable, demanding a thorough investigation into the incident and its similar occurrence to prevent future violation. Advocate of systematic reforms to ensure that security agencies operation bounds of the law and respects human rights. And then the integrity of our legal system and the protect of individual rights depend on the vigilance and action of bodies like the LSK. This case presents an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to the rule of law and human rights. This is a letter from the Law Society of Kenya written to Nurdin Haji because they are no longer serious and never taking any action based on the abduction. Just bear with me. I think this is my stand. I've got problem. I'm going to resolve it. And now you can testify that the one behind the abduction is UDA administration. I know some of you will wonder why I did skip the other sentence, but I was just sorting the light and the stand. Now, there's one thing which we must understand: human character in leadership. What are some of this human character in leadership? The first characteristic is that you must be honest, and you must ensure you diligently dedicate yourself to the people by understanding them and listening to their voices. Indeed, we are there and we are here to testify that when you want to know a true character of a man, then give him power and money. And that is what seems to drive this government. For sincerely speaking, even if you look at the cabinet selection which have been done today, Kabogo, net worth 3 billion. The former health secretary in Taikagwe, again billion. The last month I questioned the UDA government by saying that how can you consider the billionaire in this government, yet we have youths, yet we have so many people jobless. And that is something which we must take serious. Now, today we are abducting Kenyans. The foreigners are being abducted. the people, for instance, the lady from Tanzania abducted. How is this portraying good characteristic internationally? It doesn't add at all. That is why I said that we must check out the characteristic. When I try to view this, public service, Mr. Muturi, is also trying to shed crocodile tears. This Titanic ship is sinking, and it's really sinking. I expect Mr. Muturi to also borrow the same boat with them, because today the country is saying that both Ruto and the team must go home, which is okay, because the electorate are the ones having large numbers of voters. Then I question even the parents by saying, the youth of this country, if it is a matter of drawing president in a coffin, leading you to abduction, then why should we style up in social media and also behave as a mature Kenyans for future generation? The president himself has said that many Kenyans are now making his pictures as a joke, and that, again, president should understand that most people are jobless. There's a Kenyan somewhere seated down by saying, if I draw president picture, this is my photo, my trend, I get the daily bread. As a human being, I assume I was the head of state, I could have understood that. But take precaution. If someone have violated the constitution, what is your take as the head of state? Is the abduction being experienced in our article, in our constitution, sorry? It is not well illustrated. In Article 37, that Kenyan have that freedom, underline have that freedom of expression, but we don't have that freedom of abducting Kenyans. Today, those are abducting people is now, you can see they're coming from the UDA. Yet the people like Douglas Kanja had denied this by saying they are not abducting Kenyans. Now we must style up, because there is no permanent power in this world. Even Ruto, if I had even Ruto 24 years, he will not make it. Even if I had him 100 years, even if you had me 100 years, I will not be there. That is the truth. Let us stop this stupidity and let us ask ourselves, where do you want to take this our country to? Are we having that interest in that when it happens I become the head of state in the near future, or one of you or some of us, are they going to follow the same abduction? That is why last year I questioned Oscar Sudi by saying, if we are in a country where people are being abducted, I said that is not a country. And now see this total embarrassment. We must be questioned, and we must take this on a serious note. Ladies and gentlemen, this letter is taking William Ruto to ICC. Remember, I analyzed just 2 days ago, 50,000 Kenyans have reported Ruto to ICC. He have jetted today in the country, taking things as normal. Let us be serious and ask ourselves, even if Ruto leave the office, whatever he have done to the people in the Republic of Kenya will follow his children. I am saying this without fear of contradiction. I'm also a Kenyan. Whatever you do in this world we must follow you. That is the reality. Moi was a dictator. Look at that family. I'm not that I'm happy. No, it is because of human stupidity. It is because of human lack of wisdom. You might have that degree, you might have that master's, you might have that qualification, but you don't have that knowledge in leadership. It happens in very many occasions. Let us try to portray the characteristic of people like John Pombe Magufuli the late, people like the late Professor Magoha, the people like Obama tried his best, though it was dictatorship chini ya maji. People like Nelson Mandela, they try and make the world to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to share with you at this point. I raise my case at this, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Let's meet on another political discussion. Thank you.